Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and welcome to In Her Dreams. If you have been with me for a while, then you know that this type of video is different. I typically post a different video for each of the 12 zodiac signs at the beginning of the month. So I wanted to explain that a little bit and why this change is here, why I decided to go ahead and combine all 12 signs in one video. If you really want to get to your reading, then the timestamps are below. Also, I'm going to do a brief healing meditation with the singing bowl, so feel free to go there and then click the zodiac sign of the reading that you want to watch. But for those of you who want to chat, let's chat. Okay, so I am so blessed because just to be able to connect with you in this way with these videos, I love it. It helps me to grow, and in these videos I'm really able to just hear myself out loud, because a lot of times I think in my mind and I'm connecting with spirit and meditating, but I love these videos because I'm really able to express what it is that comes through. And that's why I love my sessions as well. So when you all book with me, I love that because I'm able to connect with you one-on-one. And with doing all of that, and also with having the ASMR channel, there's so much that I want to do for both ASMR and for my tarot channel, that when I do those 12 signs, it takes anywhere from 3 to 6 nights. And it's a lot of work and I love it because I know that a lot of you have found me that way, and I'll continue to do some of those as well. I'm not like getting rid of that. No, this is just a shift at this moment in time that I need to do in order to be able to continue to bring you guys the creative ideas that I really want to, and also on my ASMR channel. So that content is kind of similar. If you haven't checked that out, then please do. And for those of you who have subscribed to both channels, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And those of you who are my lovely subscribers over here, I love you as well. So thank you so much to everybody for your support. I'm really hoping that by doing this, by combining all 12 signs in a reading where you'll be able to just go straight to your sign, I'm hoping that for me, that will give me some of the flexibility that I'm looking for in my schedule to be able to create different types and explore different types of content, and to continue learning and growing. And because that's when my readings are good, is when I'm in a good place. So I always want to make sure that I'm giving myself the time and the flexibility that I need to stay in a good space, okay, to bring you great content. And also, I think it's going to be really good because if you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements, it's really easy to see the different readings for your various natal chart aspects and placements, okay? So that's definitely a plus for you. Also, I think it'll be more concise, because those of you who have been with me, you know I'm long-winded, and I love that because it's just how I've always connected with people. I listen and I share, and so I think that this will help me to be a little bit more concise and to be to switch it up a little bit, whereas before it was very, very, very thorough and very I would always take my time. Sometimes I would start recording and the spirit would be like, get back at it tomorrow, you just gotta go to bed. So I go wash my face and go to bed, and then I try again the next day. So I think that this is gonna help me as well to be a little bit more to the point, and then I can go on to the next thing that I want to create and share with you. So tarot is my baby. Tarot is my true love. It's what I do when, like, personally, when I'm bored. If I ever have the chance to feel bored, I do tarot, or I read, and it's just what I love. So I'm never going to stop doing it. But I just want to make sure I give all those other things, those ideas that I've been having for so long, I want to give them a chance to blossom as well. So, what I'm going to do is go ahead and shift the vibe. I've been feeling, so I'm going to start with the singing bowl meditation. It'll be brief, but I love to do that in order to help us to open up to spirit so that we're in a really good space, because anytime we're connecting, it just helps to start off with a very positive vibration so that we're connecting with what's truly right for us, right? So I'm going to start with that. And I've been noticing some very thick and heavy energy among the collective. And I hadn't felt that in a while, but I started feeling it about 2 days ago, and I was like, oh my. Yeah, and I knew that for this reading, I was going to do the singing bowl meditation at the beginning. Okay, so go ahead and take some nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any tension that you feel in your body. Allow any fears, any doubts, or any worries to melt away. Know that this is your time. I see truth, I hear truth, I know truth, and I speak truth. So must it be on all dimensions. Ashe. Alright, beautiful being. You can go ahead and look in the timestamps to see and to click on your reading. Alright, Aries, hello. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for your overall energy. This is for spiritual guidance. This is for overall well-being. And then we'll take a look at a spread for situation, path, outcome to see what comes through for you. Okay. Alright, you've got... Okay, Aries, you've got Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. So this is about getting in contact, getting in touch with those things that feel so right to you. And there's this really beautiful, benevolent spirit coming through. It's an older woman, and she has this beautiful, long, flowing gray hair, and she says, tell them that they know the way. Tell you that you know the way. You know the way. And your passion will lead you there. Your desire will lead you there, because Aries, you are the king, the queen of passion. And yeah, there's something beautiful that is going to come from this. It's just a matter of you believing that that is the true potential, that you actually can manifest what you've wanted to through your passion. That aligns. Your dreams becoming manifest aligns with your true passion and what really feels right to you. It's just that sometimes you may feel like you're not supposed to go towards what you love because there's some fear there of it not working out. There may be some memories of someone in your past telling you that what you wanted was foolish, And so there's some work that's going to be done, that you're going to be working on to let go of those fears so that you're able to move forward, because that's the only thing that stopped you is fear. And that stops a whole lot of people, but it's not going to keep stopping you. This is going to be a really good time for you to move forward. All right, you've got the Emperor in reverse, so that lets me know that you, and that's your card, Aries, the Emperor card. That lets me know that you really are moving in such a beautiful direction. You just haven't convinced yourself of it yet. That's why it was in reverse, where you're not seeing all of the potential of what awaits you and of what's inside of you. I don't feel like you have really given yourself the chance to truly explore the magic inside you and what's there, that if you nurture it, oh my gosh, it's going to bless not only you, but so many other people as well. Okay, so these are flying out. Okay, you have the wheel. You have the wheel. You have 6 of Wands. So, okay, on one hand, I see you going through cycles, and that may be a point of frustration for you. Sometimes you might feel like, I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over again. I just want to get to the next phase. But that's what's coming, because the wheel is about change that helps you to embrace your truth. Okay, so that's the direction you're moving in. I also see with the 6 of Wands, there's some admiration, some recognition that's coming to you. And this is confirming your successful energy. Whatever it is that you're working on right now, it really does, it's like, it's aligned, you know? So I think that there's just a need to remove doubt from the equation, and you're going to see so many wonderful things come into place for you. And yeah, it's going to be really good. You've got the Temperance card, so Divine is reminding you to have balance and also to have patience with your process. You know, the Temperance card is about alchemy, but it's also about having the patience to watch those changes really set in and really have an effect. I think that there are some things that you've been doing that have been so wonderful, but you haven't given it time to give it its due credit. You know, you might be really hard on yourself sometimes, where you're saying, oh, that wasn't good, or that wasn't good. But did you really step back and take time to observe all the fruit of your labor and all of the wonderful things that you've done? So give yourself time to recognize your greatness. It's something that we learn to do. We don't all know, you know, as we come into our teenage and young adult, and then middle-aged adult, and then older adult years, it doesn't just automatically happen where you're able to have a positive view of yourself and to give yourself credit. You learn how to do it. It happens with time. So give yourself patience. Also, open up to the opportunity of something new. So this could be a new relationship. This could be a new something that you're experiencing on your with your creative endeavor. This could be a career move, but there's something that you're going to be starting fresh, and it's going to be really beautiful. So yeah, give yourself time and patience, and you're going to see some really wonderful things unfold over the next few weeks. Yeah. All right, I hope this was helpful. Take care, Aries. Peace, joy, and many blessings. Hello, beautiful Taurus. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for you. This is for your overall energy and your spiritual growth, your overall vibe. High Priestess, harness mystic power. So you are being called into the mystical realms, the ethereal world. You know, there might be like, okay, so with Taurus, that's earth energy. And so you feel very, very comfortable when you're grounded, right? But here's the thing, you have so many spiritual gifts that Divine doesn't want you to feel like there's something you have to miss out on because it's too, oh, that's so out there, or that's so beyond what's practical right now, because earth energy is all about practicality. But Divine is saying to let go and to release and to really open up to the magic that you have inside. You might have felt at some points in time like the attention that you wanted to give to your spiritual growth was time wasted because it wasn't practical, it wasn't, but it's a huge part of you, even though with Taurus energy we have the earth element, but you are also a representation of a myriad of things, not just earth energy. And so allow yourself to really explore your magic. You might want to start doing some rituals. You might want to start practicing your mediumship skills and channeling. You're able to do that. You can do that. That's not beyond your scope, and it's not a waste of time. And what you're going to find is that the more time you spend doing that and nurturing your spiritual self, you're going to see the benefits, the practical benefits that have become manifest in your life, whether it's more success in your career, or whether it's more stability with finances, or whether it's what have you. There's going to be a balance of things, and it's going to, that spiritual connection that you're nurturing, it's going to help a lot of areas in your life. Okay, it's gonna produce a lot of good results for you. All right. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Oh, you've got Sun. Okay, we're going to see what the others say before we go into that. Let some things come through. Oh, all right. So you've got the Sun. You've got 9 of Swords, and you've also got 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles was in reverse. So I feel like with that, there may be some stability that you're feeling like you're not, like you haven't accomplished. You may feel like there is a goal that you had that you haven't, it hasn't come through like you wanted to. But the energy, the overall energy is the Sun, and that's success, that's happiness. And I always say contentment is the best. It's better than happiness, because with contentment, that's something that you're able to produce with your mood, how you feel about life. You're adjusting it, you're in control of it. With happiness, sometimes you get burned out from that because it's so much at one time. It's a strong emotion. So contentment, just being content with life, is a really good place to be. But that's what I see down there with you meditating, with her meditating there. I see that this success and this happiness is going to come to you through your spiritual connection. I feel like you're a very grounded being, and that's where you're comfortable. That's where you feel safe. But Divine is saying that it's okay to let go and to really do some of those things that maybe people around you have been like, what are they into? Or what are they? It doesn't matter. Is it you? Is it what you love? Is it what you enjoy? Then go for it 110%. Okay? And I see you taking time to really nurture your spiritual self. And that's absolutely beautiful. I feel like that's going to help you through this 9 of Swords, because I feel like there has been some anxiety, some worry, perhaps some self-doubt, where you've been thinking that there's something that you wanted that could not work out. But Divine is saying that with that 10 of Pentacles, you're able to manifest it. 10 of Pentacles and Sun energy, you absolutely are able to manifest it. It's just that you might want to reconsider the approach that you're taking. Perhaps you've been looking completely at the, like those day-to-day things and the actual like consequences that you might be thinking are going to impact you, or really trying to plan and be stable and secure. And that's a noble effort. But Divine is saying to balance that practicality with your spiritual self and nurturing your spiritual nature, because it really is going to help you in all facets of life at this time, okay? All right, Taurus, I hope that this reading was helpful. Peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, beautiful Gemini. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to see what message Divine has for your overall energy. This is for spiritual growth. This is for your overall vibe. Just seeing how things are going and what guidance comes through. Okay, you've got the Trader card, exchange energy to create abundance. So there might be something that you felt closed off from. I feel like there's something that you have felt that you should have within your reach, or that you should have access to, whether it's in your career, whether it's a relationship that you've been wanting to either take to the next level, or to have, or to see grow. But Divine is saying that at this point in time, what's going to help you the most is to put the thought of what you want to manifest. Don't lose it, okay? Because that's very important. You want to keep it, but put it over to the side just a little bit. There's a shift that needs to happen. And what you're going to put just in front of you that you're focused on is what you are giving to others. This is going to inspire a lot of positive manifestation for you, but there's someone around you right now that really will benefit from your vibe. You have a beautiful energy about you, Gemini, and so Divine wants to make sure that you're always aware of that. And the best way to be aware of your beautiful vibe is to share it, to shine it for others. And you know, there's still this intrinsic motivation where you just want to be your best self. You're not doing it to impress anybody. You're just sharing it because you know that it is that beautiful and that amazing, okay? And on a practical level, this could look like helping someone out, giving someone some advice, helping someone who is not quite where you are with, whether it's your professional career or a creative endeavor that you have, or some sort of artistic talent. But there's something that you are able to give someone by means of, I really feel like this is mentorship. This is just being awesome and showing them that if you can do it, they can do it as well. So there's some positive encouragement that can come, that you can give someone, and that's going to help get your manifestation going. I was thinking about this card coming out, and I was like, oh my gosh, you got the Empress. So that's why I got hung up on that word, manifestation. That's exactly what you're doing. You're creating, and you are vibrating on a frequency of abundance, okay? So you've got Two of Emotions here, that is, or Two of Cups, which was in reverse. So I feel like there's a relationship, a connection in your life that you feel at this point in time is just sort of out of sorts. With it being in reverse, I feel like there's a lack of connection there, or true connection, and perhaps also a lack of receptivity. So you might be doing a lot of giving, and they're doing a lot of receiving, and there's not a lot of reciprocity there at this point in time. I feel like that has left you with some wounds and some concerns. Divine is saying to shift your focus. For you, it is all about shifting, Gemini. And you know, that comes to you naturally because you've got those two ends of the spectrum that you are very familiar with. That is one of your gifts. So at this time, that connection, take your shift elsewhere, shift your energy elsewhere, okay? So you're going to focus on your abundance and on your creativity with this Empress energy. And that is what is coming to you. That is what you are manifesting, and that's where you are vibrating right now, as long as you choose to. What's coming through is that you will always have the opportunity and the ability, especially as a Gemini, to tap into a different frequency than what your mind is presenting. And being ruled by Mercury, a lot of times you get into your head and you're caught up in thought, which is also a gift, but not when it's at one end of the spectrum. So you're bringing that balance, okay? So what you're going to do is over the next few weeks, when you notice that your focus just naturally, your thoughts are just naturally going to the negative end of the spectrum. Oh, this isn't working out how I want it to, or, you know, I didn't get this, or that didn't work out. Instead of focusing your thoughts on that, you're going to take your energy and you're going to shift it to this Empress energy. You're going to create. You're going to focus on the wonderful blessings that you have already manifested, that you could either sit back and say, that's great, I'm grateful for it, that's useful. Or you could say, now, what else can I do with that? Where else can I take this? So this is about building on your success, things that you have found to be helpful to you in the past that you've done. You don't have to take it and just, you know, forget about it. You can continue to develop those ideas to keep going and to keep growing. Now you have this Five of Swords. So what I see there, I see a lot of internal conflict. But also I feel like with your thoughts and needing to do that shift work that I was talking about. And, you know, sometimes if there's a deep wound behind it, or if there's a need to heal, then sometimes those thoughts that come to you present an opportunity to really dig deeper. But just make sure that if you're digging deeper into your emotional state and really seeing what's at the bottom of those emotions, make sure that it's in order to help yourself grow. Not because you're criticizing your previous decisions, not because you're telling yourself that you're not where you want to be in life, none of that. But as long as it's to learn and to move forward and grow, then reflection is a good thing, okay? But yeah, with that Five of Voices, I feel like that's really within your control, because I feel like it's internal. I don't see this as an external conflict that you're having with a lot of things in your life. I feel like these are those thoughts that you've been having, and it may seem to sometimes manifest into, oh, now everything's going wrong. But when you feel like things are just stacked up against you and they're going wrong, take a few deep breaths. Gather your thoughts and ask yourself, is this just because of where I'm vibrating right now? Is this just because I'm in my thoughts and I'm thinking the worst possible scenario? Or is this really a need to do some healing? Or is this just something that I need to say, okay, that's what that was, and now I'm going to shift over to this? So this is going to be a really great time for you, Gemini, to work on visualization and controlling your thoughts through your what you choose to visualize. And also like music, you can put on music to shift your vibration. And also be aware of the people that you're around. If you're in a certain environment, you might find that your vibe is lower than it should be. So just keep check on all those things. And I feel like you're really going to do a lot of reflection that is purposeful. And it's going to take you in a place that's really good for you, where you're seeing yourself grow, and you're seeing your thoughts and your ideas that come from a place of inspiration and creation. You're seeing those things grow instead of worry and self-doubt. Okay? All right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful. Take care. Love, beautiful Cancer. All right, let's see what message Divine has for you. This is for your overall energy, for your spiritual growth, and just your overall vibe, okay? All right, what message do you have for beautiful Cancer? Cancer, you got all the messages. Okay, we might just read from this deck. I don't know. All right, so you've got Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Divine is saying to really trust your intuition. You know, that's a gift of yours, Cancer, okay? So you don't have to doubt what you feel. Also, be the light. There's a situation where Divine is saying just choose to focus on what you're doing, and there's no need to give in to the negative energy around you. I love recognizing both our light and our darkness. I am like, that's what I'm all about. But recognizing both means that you realize that you don't have to choose both ways all the time. You can choose the light or you can choose darkness. And you have access to both types of energy. But Divine is saying that in this situation, I feel like it's a conflict with someone. And for some of you, it's a conflict within your own mind. It's something that you have held on to for a long time, a memory. And Divine is saying to let it go and to focus on what you are doing. Because the more that you nurture that negative energy, the more that it's going to impact you, okay? You've also got Hermit, so that goes right along with your Crab energy, where you are just, you're in your shell and you're like, no ma'am, not today. Today I'm meditating. Or today I'm doing my ritual baths. Yes. Or today I'm going out on my nature walk. Or today I'm watching TV. Like, what is it that you want to do? But you're going to take some time to do what you want to do. Sometimes I see this card in an extremely spiritual way. I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing it like just on a very practical level. You doing what you want to do. And being like, I don't see you. I don't hear you. I'm tuned in to what I want right now. You've also got She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. So there's some passion that's waiting to be unleashed. And Divine is saying that as long as you're not letting your passion lead you, you're going to be just fine. So it's about balance, but it's also about realizing that all aspects of you are absolutely beautiful and marvelous and wonderful. So if there's something that you've been wanting to try, something that you've been wanting to do, like, get in touch with that passion. You've also got great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, but I also see you showing someone, helping someone, assisting someone on their spiritual path. I really do. I feel like this is about, because it's got a great teacher. And you know, a lot of Cancers become teachers. I did. So, but I feel like teaching is something that will come naturally to you in the right situation. And if there's something that you have been feeling like you've wanted to share with someone regarding, especially regarding spirituality, then go with that. You've got the Wise One card, so that's right behind Great Teacher, because Divine wants you to acknowledge your wisdom. And also Peacekeeper. So this is about, yeah, I see that right along with that Be the Light card, where Divine is saying to, and I don't want to say take the high road, because you know what? Sometimes when you have a conflict with someone, sometimes the right road, who cares about the high road? The right road is to confront and to not be afraid of conflict and to say what you want or what you need. But in this case, it's about letting go. It's about stepping back and just saying, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to let go of any connections here and just let it flow. You know, just let it flow. Okay, let's get some clarity with I feel like that was good right there, but let's go ahead and get some clarity with some tarot cards. Okay, I feel like there's some things that you've been feeling like you have to choose between, you know, like there's this desire for balance. I see this coming with 7 of Cups. I see this being from an emotional perspective where you feel like you want to give this your energy and give this your energy. And, you know, it could be your children. Do they feel, you know, do they have enough of me? Do they have enough of my time? Do they have enough? And your co-workers, am I giving enough here? Am I giving enough there? So, allow yourself to just be. If you ever feel overwhelmed, just step back, take a few deep breaths, and ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? You know, do you need to take a day? Do you need to turn your phone off and take a nap? Like, what do you need? Okay. If it gets to that point where you're feeling overwhelmed. You've also got 3 of Cups. So I see, it came out reversed though. So so this 3 of Cups I see as like connection with other people, but it might not have gone the way that you wanted it to go. And so the word that's coming to me right now is expectations. Beware of the expectations that you have of other people, because there are a lot of people who will just kind of naturally disappoint you because they're not where you are emotionally, or, you know, they might not have that sense of caring and kindness that you do. And maybe that's not their priority. So just beware of your expectations of people, because that's going to have a huge impact on like whether you're disappointed or whether you walk away from the situation and you're like, okay, I'm good, what's next? You know? So it's all about protecting your vibe and not expecting too much from people who, especially if they've demonstrated to you in the past that they are not worthy of your trust, then be very careful about ever going there again. You know, I'm not saying that you can't, but think through it carefully. All right, and look out for yourself. All right, you've got Knight of Materials. So yeah, there's steady growth in the direction of something that's really wonderful for you, because you've got the Star card. And so this is about people seeing you, and that it depends on how you feel about having eyes on you. Does that make you feel supercharged and very like excited, or does it give you a little bit of a nervous feeling where you're like, oh no, eyes on me, I'm not ready? So divine is saying that patience and stability, that's what it's all about. Patience and stability. And then whatever it is that's coming to you, which is really beautiful, it involves eyes on you, and it involves work that you have put into something. Okay, so I see recognition, I see admiration for you. And divine is saying that patience and stability are key. So just take it day by day, and when you get to that star moment, you'll be ready for it. Because the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Materials, is a really good sign of steady growth. Okay? All right, Cancer, I hope this was helpful to you. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Hello, beautiful Leo. Let's go ahead and see what message you have. This is going to be for overall energy, spiritual guidance, your overall vibe, okay? And then we'll get some clarification with tarot. All right, you're shedding old skin. So Leo, there's something that you are letting go of. This could be a relationship. This could be an old work situation, or I see for some of you, it's a hope that you had for something, and you're just letting it go because you're saying, you know what? I had so much energy that I gave to this, and I'm seeing that it's just not, I feel like it wasn't a situation that was based in reciprocity. I felt like you were constantly giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and where was the energy when you needed it? So this is also about lessons. Also with that snake card, you know, just the very mundane association that we make with people who don't have our best interest at heart. A snake. I feel like you have dealt with a snake and you are moving in a new direction now where you're like, okay, I got that lesson, so I'm good. I don't have to hold on to any anger or anything that's going to hold me back from my blessings. I'm moving forward. That's exactly what you're doing. Okay, so you're shedding old skin and you're letting go of things that don't serve you anymore. That's perfect as we're entering the fall season. Like, that's beautiful. There's nothing that would be better suited for this time. So just know that even the elements around you are supporting your shift right now. Letting go. Okay, letting go. All right, that one flipped. All right, so you've got the Hanged Man. You've got Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Death card. So this is confirmation of what we saw earlier with shedding that old skin. The Death card is letting you know that what you're leaving right now, like that was a good decision on your part. Some of you didn't decide it. For some of you, it happened. And you may have felt jaded at first, like, why did this happen? Why did I lose out on this opportunity? You didn't miss out. This is something that you were supposed to walk away from so that you can explore better opportunities and better connections. Okay? So that Death card is really a beautiful sign. It can feel painful at times to let go of something, but you're getting ready for a new phase in life, okay? And it's going to be really good. So know that you deserve it, because I see with this Ace of Swords in reverse, that's clarity that perhaps like you've been focusing on doing. I feel like you've been focusing on doing. And Divine is just saying right now to focus on being. And as you allow yourself to relax and to just be confident in your beautiful self, that clarity that needs to come through, it's going to come. And the questions that you've been asking that you feel like you haven't gotten answers for yet, it's coming. Okay? So mental clarity is coming to you. And also with this Hanged Muse, this is what you've been feeling, where it's like you might feel kind of stuck. Like when it's time to let go of something and shed the old, a lot of times we get stuck. And there's fear because shedding the old means that we have change. Okay? And sometimes change feels uncomfortable. But with that Ace of Swords, you are getting mental clarity and you're saying, you know what? I know what I deserve. I see it. I see the light. I'm not going to just hang around anymore and wait for this thing to move forward. I'm going to make a choice. And so that's where you have that renewal. Okay? But know that you deserve this change. Know that even though it might feel difficult at times, it's a change that's going to take you in a really good direction. And it's a good thing. Okay? It really is. All right, Leo. I hope this was helpful. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, joy, and many blessings. Hello, beautiful Virgo. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for you. This is going to be for your overall energy, your overall vibe, and spiritual growth. Okay, so we'll see what comes through. Okay. Ooh. All right. All right, so you've got the Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. I feel like there's a lot of healing energy that's flowing through you. And there's something that you've been... there's some difficulty that you've been experiencing, but what that difficulty is teaching you is a lesson about yourself and about your strength and about something that's very, very possible for you to do that you didn't know that you had the ability to do prior to going through this, okay? So really, it's like you're getting in touch with more of your healing abilities, okay? Sage, be devoted and committed. So there's something that you are being called to tap into your true Virgo, hardworking nature with and not give up on. So being devoted and committed, I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about giving up on. You perhaps have fantasized about giving up on it because sometimes that feels like the easier way. But Divine is saying that this is a really great thing for you. It just will take, devotion and commitment. You've also got the High Priest. This is about the masculine energy that you have within your spiritual path. So this is about action. This is about creation. This is like that that fire energy that is inspiring you to move forward, intend, set your intentions, and create. Also, don't back down from your intentions. You may have set some intentions that you're like, what's going on with it? Stick with it. Stick with it. You might need to sort of become more flexible with how you allow that manifestation to come through, or how your creative process moves on. But so you're always evolving, right? But if there are some intentions that you set and they're really aligned with your path, nothing bad has happened. It's just that it's taking time to evolve. So give it time, okay? Be brave and honest. So there's something that, I feel like Divine is really encouraging you to continue with something. And I feel like this is something that has been sort of a pain for you, but there is a reward in it. There is a reward in it. For some of you, I see that it is a career move. It's something that you have been waiting for a long time, but it is manifesting. And that's the thing, whether it's with your career or with your creative endeavor or with something that you've been working to manifest in your personal life or relationship, you are almost there. Okay, you are almost there. And you've also got harness mystic power. So get in touch with your rituals and your mysticism. You can always feel free to connect with spirit. And as you focus on your spiritual connection with the divine, with your divine self, don't feel like it's a waste of time, okay? It's going to help you. And follow the voice of your own soul. So stay true to what it is that you truly want. You might be feeling like there are some outside forces right now that are trying to convince you to go one way or the other, but follow your true north, okay? All right, let's get some clarification with these tarot cards. You're going to get a lot of, like a new burst of inspiration and motivation. I feel like that's one reason why you've been a little bit, I feel like you've been letting go of some of your goals lately. And Divine is saying, don't do that. Like, don't do that. No, don't give up. You're going to get a burst of motivation that is combined with passion. Okay. Now, I feel like you're moving forward. You have 6 of Cups, but it's in reverse. And I feel like there may have been sort of these thoughts you've had of, like, it could have been regret that you were feeling, but you're turning that around and you are really stepping into your Emperor energy because you've got the Emperor card. Know that the stability and the success that is coming to you, you have earned it. You've worked for it. So once you get to a certain level of or to any new phase of success, don't talk yourself out of, oh, well, you know, I'm here, but look, they're over there, or they're there, and I'm here, but I'm not there. You know, don't get caught up into that, because that is always there, right? That thought, those thoughts of competition, those thoughts of, oh, but it's good, but is it good enough? No, it is better than anyone could have ever imagined, because it's happening and you are manifesting, whether it's in small steps or in huge giant leaps. You are manifesting, and so don't lose sight of that. Okay, stay motivated, and you'll find ways to motivate yourself as well, whether it's through a playlist, or maybe you need to go out and have, you know, a little fun, connect with someone, or maybe just have some fun by yourself. Do something that you love and enjoy, that puts you in a good mood and a good vibe, and then you're more motivated to do the things that you want and need to do. Okay? All right, Virgo, I hope this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, beautiful Libra. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for you. This is going to be for your overall vibe, your spiritual growth, just your overall well-being. Okay, and then we'll clarify with some tarot. All right, so you've got, oh, look, you've got the autumn card as we're heading into autumn. How perfect, Libra. Release the old and rest. Oh, I pulled this card yesterday. Ashe. So this is about a really beautiful time that you're entering where, okay, I'm not going to lie, sometimes it can feel a little scary, because when you are releasing the old, when you're letting something that you're used to go, it can feel like, you know, immediately there's fear that sets in, like, well, what's now? What's next? And you don't have to feel that fear. Know that it's natural to feel that, but you don't have to feel that. And Divine is saying to rest, because there's peace that Spirit really wants you to just enjoy. Because you are going through a transition, you are going through a change, but you deserve to be at peace during that change as well. And it's not about feeling tortured and awful. Divine is saying that if you allow it to, this change that you're going through, it will take you to heights that you never even had envisioned. And that's why we've got that bird there. That I feel like that's a crow. Yeah, doesn't that look like a crow? So, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarity. And crows are amazing, because that is, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a crow, because that's about releasing the old and letting in the new. Okay, so you've got the Chariots. You've got 4 cups. The Chariot was in reverse. We're going to talk about that. And then you had 5 of Cups in reverse. So, I'm going to start with 5 of Cups in reverse. I really like this, because this is about a time of sadness that you are, it's like you're going from a place of disappointment. And I feel like there could have been some grief there, but mostly disappointment that, oh, this didn't go the way that I wanted it to. And so that's created tension. But with it in reverse, you are choosing joy over sadness. And I feel like lately it may have been really hard for you to see that silver lining, to find the blessing in the experiences that you've been going through. But that's exactly what you're doing, and you are learning to adapt to the changes of life, because you are choosing to have an optimistic vibe. And yeah, you know, people talk about toxic positivity, and that's a thing, because when you ignore what needs to be healed, because it's just all, you know, love and light, you know, that doesn't work either, right? But that's just the thing with this energy of this crow and the autumn card. I feel like you have such a real take on your healing process. and perhaps more than you give yourself credit for. You've been through a lot, and so you've learned in the process of going through these disappointments, you've learned how to say, okay, now I get it. I can take a situation and choose to make out of it what I wish to make out of it. And so you're really becoming an alchemist, because that's what alchemy is. It's about change and transformation in your life. You've got the Chariot in reverse, so I feel like there may be some motivation that's been sort of out of, I'm not getting that it wasn't there. I'm getting that it was sort of like out of tune. Like you may have been going forward and being very determined, but it's like you're a few degrees to the left or a few degrees to the right. There's a target right in the middle of what you've been looking at, and that's where you really are joyful. So follow your joy, okay? Also, combining effort with your joy and with your passion is that's making you unstoppable, okay? So you need to know that. So once you align your joy, your passion, and your effort, and make a consistent effort with all of that, that's it, okay? With this Four of Cups, I feel like you've been perhaps a little dissatisfied with some things. There may have been some opportunities. I feel like there's something that comes so easily to you, but you've been sort of, with Four of Cups, that's boredom. So you may have been feeling a little bit bored lately. You may have been feeling a little like something that you manifested that's really amazing, like it wasn't really a big deal. But you're going to experience some really beautiful and new energy. And that's what this is about. Where Divine is saying, when you rest, you're going to find that you have so much clarity. And a lot of the things that perhaps didn't seem special to you that you've manifested, you're going to see the value and the benefit of that. And that's going to motivate you in the right direction towards your joy and towards your passion. Okay? All right, Libra, I hope this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for you. This is going to be for your overall energy, for your overall well-being, and spiritual guidance. So let's see what comes through. All right, Snake, shedding the old skin. This is a popular theme, okay? So this has come up for other signs as well. And we are entering autumn. It's time to let go of the old. Just like the trees are doing, okay? They're doing their thing where they're letting go of the old. You also are letting go of what no longer serves you. Divine is saying to not be afraid of that. To welcome this change, because it is really good. And although it might feel a little bit uncomfortable right now because it's change, right? That doesn't always feel great, because you figure with change, I don't know what to expect. But what you do know is that this change aligns with your path. So the outcome is going to be good. The outcome is going to be good. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarification with tarot. All right, so you've got Page of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, which was in reverse, and Six of Swords. So you're taking your boundaries to another level. You're taking your boundaries to another level. I feel like this is something, because with these two beside one another, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's almost like you gave a person chance after chance after chance after chance. And I feel like you didn't want to set up your boundaries like you realize now that you have to. But in order to really move forward and in order to let go in the way that you need to, I feel like those boundaries have to be created and reinforced. And that's taking you to a new place. With this Six of Swords, the act of making that change and doing that is going to promote your growth. So Six of Swords is about movement and about change, yet once again. But here you have, like with the snake, I feel like you were dealing with someone that you just did not, it's like it was unpleasant. It was an unpleasant experience. But the Six of Swords, that's air energy. So you have gone from with that snake on the ground to air. You are elevated now. And that's the result of setting up those boundaries in the way that you needed to. With this Page of Pentacles, it's all about growth, but it's also about giving yourself the grace to just feel what you feel, not pressuring yourself to be at a level that you think that you need to be at or that they seem to be at. So, there's no competition. There's no need to feel like you are comparing yourself to anyone, allowing yourself to just be where you are right now. And I see also opportunities for your success, because I was on a very spiritual level, but in a very practical level with that Page of Pentacles energy. I see that you are moving to a new, that's what that is. See, setting up those boundaries is going to help you with your prosperity, with your abundance, because you're going to a new place. And so in order to get those opportunities that really are manifesting for you, you had to get your boundaries in check and say, maybe I didn't want to do this, but this is something that I've got to do. And now I'm going to be able to move forward like I need to and like I want to. Okay, so you're moving in a very, very good direction, and it's because of your dedication to your path and protecting your energy, being willing to protect your energy. All right, Scorpio, I hope this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. All right, so let's go ahead and see what message comes through for your overall energy, your spiritual growth, your overall vibe, and well-being. All right, you've got the Hunter card. Track down your fears and desires. So if there is something that you've been struggling with, I feel like this is something that has been, I'm seeing spirals. So something that has been continuing to go on over and over and over again, like repeated cycles. It could be in a relationship, it could be with a job. Divine is saying to pause and to address where the fears that you feel, or the worries or the anxieties or whatever it is that's occurring that you don't like, as it relates to that thing that you want, relationship, career, what have you, happiness, joy, and ask yourself, what fears are standing in my way? What feelings, what emotions are standing in my way and are not allowing me to feel what I want to feel? Are there fears that come from my childhood? Are there fears that come from something that happened years ago? Like, what is it that has made you feel like you don't have access to something, or that you're not good at something? Because what I'm seeing is that I'm seeing you with that Hunter energy, like you really are an amazing being and you have so much strength about you. So with this Hunter, I'm seeing that you have, you're very intelligent. You're also very strong, and not just on a physical level. You may feel strong physically, but what I'm really getting through, what's really coming through is spiritual strength, and regardless of physical strength. So what I'm getting is that there's a need to really stop and ask yourself, what is the source? What's at the root of the reason why this particular thing has been happening over and over again, or that something has not been working out, okay? To really get at the heart of the problem. What's also coming through, though, is that you have the ability, you have the necessary, like you have all the ingredients that are needed in order to get what you desire, okay? So by stopping and taking a pause and really being willing to reflect on the feelings that are at the bottom of whatever is separating you from that happiness that you want, and observing that, okay? Oh, this Emperor card has been coming through so much today. Okay, lots of cards came up for you, Sagittarius. So I'm just going to get a quick look at them to see what we have here. Okay, so you've got... I can see that you're definitely working on something regarding your stability, your career, your finances with the Emperor card. Yeah, you've got the Wheel. You've also got Ace of Pentacles, the World, but also Seven of Wands. So there's lots of abundant energy there. Like, these are really good cards as far as our success and all of that. But then you've got Seven of Wands. So there's something that you're feeling blocked from. And I feel like that's where that Hunter card is coming into play, where Divine is saying, wait a minute, before you think that you're not capable of this, analyze what is really in the way. Because what's in the way is not your ability. You're able to do this. All right, now you've got Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Empress, and Three of Wands. I see you totally breaking through and moving to a new phase of connection. This isn't just with that Two of Cups, that's like a romantic connection. So I see that, but I also see with Three of Pentacles where you're working with other people. And this Seven of Wands is here. So just remember to protect your energy as you connect with others. But it really does look like a very good time where you are connecting and you are able to collaborate. And you may have been in the past in sort of more of a hermit mode where you were just like wanting to kind of keep to yourself and stay in your own energy. But right now it looks like it's a really good time to branch out and do that introspective work of really thinking about where a block may be coming from or what's at the bottom of a fear. A really wonderful thing to do is to ask yourself, okay, what is it that I'm afraid of, and why is it that I think that I can't have that, or why is it that I have a negative emotion from this, or, you know, really getting into it. And sometimes you can trace it back to a very specific event that caused some trauma to you, a wound, and it caused you to react in a way where you are overprotective of yourself, or where you just want to avoid something completely. So you end up sabotaging situations where you could have it, but there's some fear there, you know. So just doing some thinking about that so that you can enjoy this abundance and this new sense of confidence that you're finding with this Three of Wands. I see you being confident and also being willing to go forward with your decisions, with your moves because of that confidence. So a really good time for you, okay? All right, Sagittarius, I hope this was helpful, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, beautiful Capricorn. All right, let's go ahead and see what messages come through for you. We're going to start with a card for your overall vibe, your overall energy, and spiritual growth. So let's see what comes through. After this, we'll clarify with some tarot. All right, wise one, grow within your current situation. So divine is saying to hunker down. As far as changes that you have been considering, if they come to your mind at the last minute, it's more than likely anxiety, okay? So there is a situation that you're in that you've been thinking about getting out of. Divine is saying it's not time at this point. So there is growth that you are able to achieve where you are. That might not be what you want to hear, but it's what's coming through. But sometimes when we stay in those situations and we decide to just grow where we are, then when you are ready to move on, it's a much better experience because you're well prepared, you're ready for it, and it's a better vibe. It's a better it creates for a better opportunity to move forward. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get some clarification. Ooh. Okay, so you've got the Hanged Muse, which is like, I feel like, you know, this is where divine is saying to stay in your current situation, but to you, you might feel stuck, okay? Now, I do see at the right time, there is going to be major change, and that's with this tower. But I don't feel like this tower, I feel like this tower is going to be where the universe says, okay, and now it's time for you to move out of that situation that you wanted to move out of a long time ago, but you stayed the course and you did what you needed to do. So now it's time. And that's going to be when you can say, all right, now I'm ready to move on. So the time to move forward is coming. It's just that it's not yet. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which opens up to your growth, your expansion, your financial opportunities. Okay, so really good, steady, stable energy that leads to the Star. And so this is about a wonderful experience after a time of burden and stress. And you're going to find that a lot of the things that you've wanted are going to, things are going to come into alignment. And a lot of things that right now don't make sense, they're going to make sense. And you're going to win in the situation. You've also got Ace of Wands. So I feel like this whole experience that you're going through is helping you to have more creative ideas. And that's where the growth comes from. So divine is saying that, you know, because they're saying to stay and grow in your current situation. Well, what kind of growth does that look like? It looks like having more creative ideas, more understanding more ways in which this situation can be useful to you at this point in time. And then also for your healing, because with the Six of Cups, I feel like there's this looking back over your memories, looking back over your childhood, and through this experience of kind of hunkering down and just saying, I'm going to stay the course for now. You know, I'm on this course now. And when the time is right, I'm going to move away from that. But in the meantime, you are going to reflect on some situations from your past and you're going to heal from them. So a lot is going on right now, Capricorn, but I feel like the best thing to do is to have confidence in yourself. And as you are sort of tempted to sort of jump ship, just remember that the effort you put in to do what you need to do that's best for you, for your path, it's going to reap a lot of rewards for you. So patience is necessary right now, and then you will have your time when it's time to sort of move in a new direction. But for now, there are some more blessings that await you where you are. Okay? All right, I hope this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Let's go ahead and see what message comes through for you. This is for overall energy, spiritual growth, and your overall vibe and well-being. So let's see what comes through. All right, so you've got wait for important information. There's something that's going to happen that you've been wanting to hear about. You've been wanting to get the results. You've been wanting to know something, and it is going to be revealed to you. And Divine is saying that in the meantime, I feel like you've been holding out for something, okay? This is just reassurance. This is confirmation that it is coming to you. But in the meantime, connect with your emotions. If there's something that you've been feeling a little bit out of sorts about, then give yourself the time and the space to feel through that. And it's not a matter of whether you're strong or not. Like, your emotional connection is an important part of you. And so it doesn't matter about if you're worried about gender roles or how you appear to other people or keeping it together in front of everybody so everybody thinks you're the strongest one. It doesn't matter. Connect with your emotions and allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Honor your feelings. You've also got wise ones, so you have a lot of wisdom that is going to serve you at this time. And so be in tune to that. Pay attention to the messages around you, because with this wise one card coming up, you're extremely intuitive and you're able to, you're an Aquarius, so yeah, you're extremely smart and you're extremely tuned into spirit. Okay, that's natural for you. Okay, and trust your wisdom. Trust the wisdom that comes to you. Also, warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. So there's something that you may need to put your foot down about. There's something that you may need to speak up about. And Divine is saying to be willing to do that, because you are serving a very great purpose in this situation. And so if there's something that you've been feeling that you need to say or make known, you don't have to shy away from it out of fear. Okay? All right, let's get some clarification with tarot. Okay, this one flipped. All right, it's Knight of Wands. All right, so you've got Knight of Wands. All the cards came out in reverse, and I feel like what that's saying is that, because these are very positive cards, I feel like overall Divine is saying to shift your perspective on what you feel that you deserve. You may not be opening yourself up to all the possibilities that are there for you because you think that it's out of touch, it's out of reality. No, it's not. Okay. Knight of Wands. Yeah, Divine is saying to move forward. To move forward. Even though you're waiting for something, don't feel like you have to wait on it. Like, really, this is just confirmation. Divine is saying that what you want, the information you want, is coming to you. All you need is to move forward. And then once you remove your focus on what it is that you've been wanting to hear about, or the news you've wanted, okay, I feel like there's some news you've been wanting. Once you remove your focus from that, it's going to be able to manifest and settle in the way that it's supposed to. But with this Knight of Wands, that's you moving forward with what you're really passionate about, and you're going in the direction of the Emperor, which is your stability. There may also be a fatherly figure in your life, someone I see a masculine figure that perhaps there has been some conflict with. It was in the reverse. So divine is saying that with that, you've got your Knight of Swords here, and that is about true mental clarity. That's about having the ability to soar over the issues that seem to be stopping you, but ultimately you have control over with your thoughts. Because if something cannot keep your thoughts down and keep hold of your thoughts and keep your vibration down, then it really can't have any control over you. So that's what you're doing, is you are spreading those wings, okay? And you're soaring above all of the things that you feel have deterred you. You actually have power over them. It's just about seeing that and believing that and trusting that, okay? All right, Aquarius, I hope this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, beautiful Pisces. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for you. Now, this is going to be for your overall energy, your spiritual guidance, and just your overall vibe and well-being. So let's see what comes through. Moving in a new direction. You're moving in a new direction. I moved this deck, and 3 stayed. 3 bottom, 1 stayed. You've got the Fool, moving in a new direction, balance, and then there's perhaps some grief with feeling like, but if I move in this new direction, what am I leaving behind? Divine is saying to cut those cords, snip, 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 and trust the new direction, okay? All right, I'm gonna, now I'm actually gonna pull some cards from tarot to see, well, this will be interesting to see what comes through. Oh, you got the Empress. So Pisces, this new direction that you're headed in, it really is beautiful and abundant, and it's gonna show so much of who you are. So just be willing to let go. You got 8 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like there's something that you've been holding on to, feeling like you just want to not let go, because I don't know, is it scary? Is it that it's something new? And you know, is there maybe some fear? Okay. But yeah, you're supposed to be walking away from something because you are walking to something else. And this is why. Because with that Moon card, first of all, from a positive end of the spectrum, this represents your psychic power. So you have very strong psychic power. On the negative end of the spectrum, it represents that vibe of deceit and trickery that you are leaving. And there's so much that is better for you, that's available to you, that if you trust and you leave what's in the past, and I feel like that's what makes it hard, is that for some of you, what you're leaving is not in the past, it's still there. Whether it's a relationship or a job or your living situation, there's something that you really want to change, but it's still available for you to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still there, but you need to leave it. And so sometimes that's a little harder. I think that, you know, it can be hurtful when somebody cuts something off, but at least then it's like, all right, I know that's not an option anymore. Let me go another route. But when it's still available to you, when the person is still there, when the job is still there, it's very tempting, because then it takes even more strength for you to say, no, I choose not to do that. I'm going to go in a different direction. But Divine is saying that it is time for you to go in the way that you know, that you really truly feel is right for you. Okay? And Pisces, you're so intuitive, so I know you know what's up. Alright, I hope this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.